Breaking news! Things are heated behind the scenes at the Miami Dolphins. After all, Mike McDaniel's team is at a crucial moment, as the offseason always sparks discussions among fans. With quarterback free agency, draft targets, and coaching changes generating intrigue, the organization is facing tough decisions that could shape its 2025 season. Among these topics, two stand out: the ongoing search for an interior offensive lineman and speculation surrounding possible linebacker and quarterback signings. I have a few important things to share with you, but before I continue, make sure you've already hit the like button, but only do so if you're a true Miami Dolphins fan. If possible, write here in the comments which names in your opinion should come to the Dolphins in 2025. There are a few names being talked about a lot behind the scenes at the Dolphins. Starting on the offensive line, Donovan Jackson, a standout at Ohio State, has become a name to watch. His versatility as a tackle and guard has drawn attention, especially given the Dolphins' pressing need to bolster their interior offensive line. Jackson, a 22-year-old with a promising college career, is projected as a guard in the NFL. While detailed analysis is ongoing, his contribution to Ohio State's success, particularly in schemes involving stars like Christian Jenkins, highlights his potential to bring stability and dynamism to Miami's line. However, there are still questions about whether his skill set will transfer seamlessly to the NFL and whether Miami would draft him in the second round of the draft. On the defensive side, linebacker Tyrell Dodson has sparked debate among fans. Having started 3 games for the Dolphins in 2024, including the final 2, Dodson displayed flashes of reliability. A proposed 2-year, $9 million deal to keep him in Miami is generating interest. Such a contract would position Dodson as a complement to Jordan Brooks, the Dolphins' primary off-ball linebacker. With Brooks failing to fully meet expectations last season, the addition of Dodson could bring balance to the defensive unit. However, concerns about overall depth and the need for a stronger supporting cast remain, leaving the question of whether Dodson alone can elevate the linebacking core. Free agency rumors are also swirling, particularly in the backup quarterback market. Marcus Mariota, once a promising starter, has emerged as a potential candidate. However, he's far from the top choice among fans and analysts. Other veteran options like Andy Dalton, Drew Lock, and Jameis Winston are seen as better fits for the Dolphins system. The idea of drafting a quarterback in the middle rounds, paired with a proven veteran backup, is a strategy that's gaining traction. With Miami missing the playoffs for the first time under head coach Mike McDaniel, securing a dependable second-string quarterback could prove vital in avoiding a similar fate next season. Another intriguing development revolves around coaching decisions. The departure of special teams coordinator John Fassel to Tennessee, coupled with the Patriots retaining Jeremy Springer, has narrowed Miami's options for the critical role. Speculation now points to Richard Hightower, a coach with ties to Mike McDaniel from their time in San Francisco. Hightower's potential arrival has fans buzzing, as Miami's special teams unit struggled last season. While the timeline for an official announcement remains unclear, Hightower's experience could make him a strong candidate to revitalize this crucial aspect of the team. Adding to the offseason drama is the future of offensive lineman Liam Eichenberg. Drafted with high hopes, Eichenberg's tenure has been a disappointment, and his potential return is dividing fans. While some see value in retaining him as a backup on a minimal contract, the idea of him starting again in 2025 is met with overwhelming skepticism. His struggles as a guard have left many doubting his ability to contribute meaningfully, even in a reserve role. This uncertainty underscores the Dolphins' urgent need to invest in new talent for the offensive line. Finally, a hypothetical scenario involving the return of former interim head coach Dan Campbell has sparked lively debate. While unlikely, given Campbell's current success with the Detroit Lions, his charisma and leadership resonate strongly with Dolphins fans. For now, Miami's coaching staff remains focused on addressing immediate concerns, such as finding the right special teams coordinator and building a roster capable of contending in the competitive AFC East. As the offseason unfolds, the Miami Dolphins are poised to make key decisions that will define their trajectory in 2025. Fans, what are your thoughts? Should the team pursue Donovan Jackson in the draft, or focus on proven veterans in free agency? Is Marcus Mariota a viable backup quarterback option, or should the team aim higher? And how would you feel about retaining Eichenberg, even as a backup? Let us know your take on the Dolphins' offseason moves in the comments below. The spotlight on the Miami Dolphins offseason is intensifying, with every decision carrying the weight of unmet expectations from the previous season. Beyond the immediate roster and coaching concerns, there's a sense of urgency to solidify the team's core identity. Miami's front office, led by General Manager Chris Grier and head coach Mike McDaniel, faces mounting pressure to make the right moves, particularly in areas where the team struggled most during the 2024 campaign. On the offensive side, the debate over potential quarterback acquisitions continues to stir opinions. While names like Andy Dalton and Drew Lock might not spark excitement at first glance, their experience and ability to manage games make them more appealing than others on the market, including Marcus Mariota. However, the concept of drafting a mid-round quarterback as a developmental project has also gained momentum. McDaniel's creative offensive schemes require a backup who can not only step in when needed but also grow within the system. The Dolphins' decision here could shape their quarterback room for years to come, especially with the durability of their current starter, Tua Tagovailoa, remaining a concern. Switching focus to defense, the Dolphins' need for an off-ball linebacker is clear. While Tyrell Dotson has shown flashes of promise, many fans are left wondering if he's the long-term solution. Pairing him with Jordan Brooks, who struggled to find consistency last season, may improve the unit but not necessarily elevate it to a championship-caliber level. Some fans and analysts argue that the Dolphins should explore more aggressive options, possibly targeting high-caliber free agents or drafting a linebacker with elite potential. The key question remains whether Miami will prioritize bolstering this position or allocate resources to other critical areas. One area where Miami must tread carefully is the offensive line, where past missteps have been costly. The Liam Eichenberg experiment has been widely criticized, and even the prospect of him returning as a depth option has sparked backlash among fans. The Dolphins need stability on the line to protect their quarterback and establish a stronger running game. Whether they target prospects like Donovan Jackson in the draft or pursue experienced free agents, the offensive line must become a priority. The frustration among fans is palpable, as they've watched missed opportunities and poor decisions hinder the team's potential year after year. Meanwhile, on special teams, the Dolphins are in a unique position to revamp a unit that underperformed last season. With John Fossil now in Tennessee and Jeremy Springer staying with the Patriots, Miami's pool of candidates has narrowed. Richard Hightower's name has emerged as a top contender, given his history with Mike McDaniel and his experience in the NFL. Special teams play is often overlooked, but can be a deciding factor in close games, making this hire critical. Fans will be watching closely to see if the Dolphins make a bold move or settle for a less proven option. Beyond personnel and coaching decisions, the offseason has brought intriguing hypotheticals to the forefront. The idea of Dan Campbell returning to Miami, while far-fetched, has struck a nostalgic chord with fans. Known for his fiery demeanor and passion for the game, Campbell's impact as an interim coach in Miami left a lasting impression. While his current success in Detroit makes his return unlikely, the mere discussion highlights the Dolphins' ongoing search for a coach who can inspire the team and connect with its loyal fan base. Looking ahead, the Dolphins face a delicate balancing act. Every move they make, from free agent signings to draft selections, will be scrutinized. Fans are eager for progress but wary of past missteps. The team's ability to address its weaknesses and build on its strengths will determine whether the 2025 season brings renewed hope or more disappointment. Now it's your turn, Dolphins Nation. Do you think the team is making the right moves to address its offensive line issues? Should they invest in a high-profile linebacker or trust Tyrell Dotson to step up? And what about the backup quarterback situation? Would you take a chance on Marcus Mariota, or do you have someone else in mind? Share your thoughts, debate your ideas, and let's keep this conversation going. The offseason is heating up, and your input matters.